And it's the quote, officials don't quit because of the rules, they quit because of the environment. So what are some things that we can do to help improve that environment for everybody?
Yeah, a number of different things. So, firstly, we get them in the door. We need to support them. Let's give them some tools. Help them get from week 0 through to week 60. It's not that hard. The other thing is you can buddy them up, so they've got a buddy, someone to lean on as well. So there's nothing worse than a new referee, umpire, judge, whoever it may be, come in. Here's your hat. Here's your whistle. See you later. Off you go. There's your game down on field 3, and we'll see you on Tuesday night. There's no place on earth that feels more alone than your first experience officiating. No matter what age you are, no matter how experienced you are, or if you've had a bit of time off. So we need to buddy them up. We need to have some mentor programs in place, some really, really good experienced mentors or officials that have been around to be able to provide some advice as well. But I think it really comes down to clear communication as well. So a phrase that I love, and it's something my wife says a lot, is clear is kind. So if we're being clear, we're being kind. So let's be clear to our new officials on what the expectations are, but then also let's talk to them about it's okay. Like, we've all been there, we've gone through this, and if you do make an error or a mistake or you have a bad day, do you know what? The sun's still going to come up tomorrow. Let's give these guys and girls some tools in the ability to actually have that mindset and think back and go, you know what, that wasn't so bad. Rather than that, you know what, that was awful. I don't want to do this again, and then they just don't show up. So yeah, a few tools there available, but yeah, some strategies around kind of creating that really really great environment for your officials to thrive in.
Yeah, and I love you talking about the whole mentorship because I do have a lot of people that reach out to me about recruitment and different things like that, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what else to do in order to get more people into the
Yeah,
door because, like you said, we're getting there, but a lot of people just don't want to come into officiating because of the overall environment because they see what's going on, and for some of the abuse that some of the officials are taking.
yeah,
And that again now circles back to your mental toughness, your knowledge of the rules, but also then the psychological aspect of knowing how to deal with not only the outside noise but the inner noise that we create in our own minds when we do make a mistake or when we do have a bad day. Just continuing that and knowing that, hey, I got a support system out there, be it wherever, whomever. If I know that I've got something that I can go back to and talk with or get references from, I think that makes our minds a little bit more at ease.
yeah. It's really important. So look, if we go back to the top of the show where we were talking around what athletes get. So how many coaches would go up to an athlete if they've made an error in their first couple of minutes of their first game? Like, what would they be saying? They would be saying, "Yeah, it's all right, mate. Come on, let's keep going. You'll get the next one. Let's keep moving on." Where it seems that in the officiating world, or you've made an error, like this is huge. And yes, there's only a small crew working each match, and the errors are probably a little bit emphasised or more topical. But we need to be in the same mindset. If we go back to let's treat our officials like athletes, let's protect them and let's encourage them and support them, and let them know that yes, a 100% perfect game, it's amazing, but in reality, how often does that really happen? So there's not many out there, and I can assure you, everyone listening, every official that's ever picked up a whistle could probably put their hand up and go, "Oh yeah, I've had a stinker," or "Yeah, you know what, I've made some bad calls." But how do we move on from that, and how do we move forward? And I think the onboarding of officials, once an official steps into an organisation, sport, an association, whatever it may be, how do we look after them, like you said just before? And some work that we're doing with the NCAA at the moment. So we've just got an alignment with the NCAA and providing them a welcome to officiating resource. So any of our members, like once you're inside the library, it's structured exactly the same way it will be with the NCAA, and it gives you that first 6 months of education and training. So month one, week one, here's 3 or 4 resources to get you going. Month one, week two, here's the next batch of resources. Month one, week three, and that goes right through for your first 6 months. whether it's psychology, whether it's communication or conflict management, personal development, physical development, but then also understanding that ongoing learning is actually really good for you.